President Sisi and his Uzbek counterpart, Shavkat Mirziyoyev, probed bilateral ties and international issues of mutual concern during their talks at Al-Ittihadiyya Palace in Cairo on Tuesday. Meanwhile, the two leaders witnessed the signing of a number of agreements and MOUs in the trade and investment, industry, health and foreign affairs files.
President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi held summit talks with his Uzbek counterpart Shavkat Mirziyoyev at the Ittihadiyya Palace in Cairo on Tuesday. In a joint communique following their talks, the two leaders stressed that the implementation of their bilateral agreements would be a sound basis for widening cooperation. They also agreed on working for increasing bilateral trade between Egypt and Uzbekistan and exchanging investments. The two presidents expressed concern over terrorism, denouncing the use of religion to justify or support terrorist acts and urging the international community to eradicate the phenomenon. The Uzbek side highly valued the role of established religious institutions, namely Al-Azhar, in fighting extremist thought. The two leaders stressed the importance of supporting security and stability in Afghanistan and the need to back relief and humanitarian work in the country. They also expressed satisfaction with the level of their coordination in international organizations, emphasizing the importance of maintaining their close cooperation in international and regional arenas. President Sisi said he highly values historical brotherly ties between the two countries. The president noted that Egypt was the first country that acknowledged Uzbekistan's independence and established diplomatic ties with it. The head of state said that their talks had tackled means of expanding ties in 9 promising fields. He further added that the talks had focused on the need to swiftly activate the Joint Cooperation Committee between the two sides. On Palestine, President Sisi said they had agreed over a two-state solution to settle the Palestinian-Israeli crisis. For his part, the Uzbek president expressed appreciation for the hospitality he had received in Egypt. He said their talks witnessed a shared vision over the new republic in Egypt. The Uzbek leader hailed comprehensive reforms Egypt is witnessing under Egypt 2030 vision for sustainable development, as well as the initiatives that aim at reducing poverty and attracting foreign investments. Mirziyoyev also said they had agreed to solidify cooperation in the security and logistical fields to fight terrorism. He said the Egyptian and Uzbek peoples share the same religion and culture. The Uzbek leader noted that they had agreed to cooperate in the field of education. Mirziyoyev also said that they had shared a will to develop cooperation in political, commercial, economic, cultural and scientific fields. Ahead of the press conference, Sisi and Mirziyoyev witnessed the signing of a number of agreements and memos of understandings in the trade and investment, industry, health and foreign affairs fields. Presidential spokesman Councillor Ahmed Fahmy earlier said that President Sisi's talks with the Uzbek president, who arrived on Monday in Cairo, aimed at enhancing bilateral relations and expanding trade, investment and economic cooperation in the upcoming period. Fahmy added that the talks aim to coordinate over several regional and international issues of mutual concern. He said Egyptian-Uzbek ties have witnessed great progress in the past years. The diplomatic relations between the two countries were established in 1992 and the Egyptian embassy in Uzbekistan was opened in 1993.
President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi met with Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry, where the head of state was briefed on outcomes of the latest African Union summit that took place in Addis Ababa. The outcomes of the AU summit came in line with Egypt's stances, namely regarding resolutions of the AU Peace and Security Council and security situation in Africa and its relation with economic development level in the 5 geographical regions of the African continent. The top diplomat also briefed the president on a decision by the African Heads of State and Governments Committee that stressed on the significance of maintaining the African United stance regarding reforming and expanding the Security Council. Egypt has also participated in a meeting of African presidents and governments on climate change, which hailed Egypt's efforts in hosting the climate conference COP27 in the Red Sea resort of Sharm el-Sheikh, and hailed its positive outcomes, namely the establishment of the Loss and Damage Fund.